This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, who wants to go back to the good old days when T.I. was just a rapper, okay? A rapper and an actor, and wasn't telling us what he thought about everything. Tony Yayo salutes Boosie for keeping that same energy he kept with Gangsta Williams on T.I. for the whole snitching on the dead, right? Now, T.I. is reversing all this and acting like someone did something to him. He said, on one of his posts, he said, nothing worse than finding out the closest one to you was a snake the whole time. Dude, you just admitted to being a snake to one of your friends. You said you snitched on him and gave him all the charges and the gun. Now you're coming up with this paperwork that says that, no, they threw the gun case out. Why would you even say something like that? Why would you say, oh, I snitched one time, guys. I snitched one. You know, it makes me think that they buried that. It makes me think that that's buried somewhere, that he did do that one time. Because why would he just make, who would make that up? Who would make that up? Nobody. T.I., I don't care what you guys say, T.I.'s not a snitch. T.I. inspired a snitch somewhere. When he might have inspired YSL Woody. Because when he was doing those tip things in 2008 and 9, he did a year in jail, then he was doing these tip commercials, inspiring, hey, if you know someone that's, telling, doing some bad stuff, man, call this tip line. That's indirectly inspiring somebody to call in and snitch on somebody else, right? So it is what it is. It doesn't mean that his music sucks. It doesn't. But it is what it is. Okay, so Boosie already knew how T.I., it is what it is. So he thought, okay, he had to do that for this. But he thought, other than that, he's a stand-up guy, right? I don't know, man. So Boosie canceled the album for this. Now, this is either album promo, because this album's still coming out. I don't care what any of you guys say. Boosie says whatever, he's going to end up forgiving him and putting this album out. They put work into this album. But it's, I don't know, it'd be a clever marketing plan, but T.I.'s going pretty hard with it. He called him boy today, had a paperwork party where he had the paperwork and they were going to go over it together at T.I.'s restaurant. I would want to meet on neutral grounds, not go to T.I.'s environment. Besides all that, T.I.'s exhausting, bro. He gets involved in everybody else's problems, right? Then he had his own issues where he was being accused by like 10 women, him and his wife taking advantage of them, right? Then he thought he could win verses against 50 Cent. That was annoying. What else has he been involved in? There's just so much. He backed out of the Jeezy one, which, that gave us the Gucci and Jeezy, right? But still, he knew he couldn't win against Jeezy. Jeezy's records are timeless. A lot of T.I.'s records aren't timeless. Some of them are, some of them aren't, okay? T.I. still was one of my favorite rappers, and, still some of his songs are some of my favorite songs still. That doesn't stop anything, but him and Meek Mill do too much. That's all I got to say about that. So anyways, Boosie said he texted him. Now, anyways, little Lady Gaga, remember when her dog got stolen and she offered a $500,000 reward? The woman that returned the dogs, it turned out she got in trouble for being part of the other 3 men that stole these dogs, right? But she still wants her reward. She's taking Lady Gaga to court for $1.5 million in damages because she says she never paid me my reward. You were part of the problem. You stole her dogs, and you were an accomplice in the dog walker getting shot. You can't make this up. The coach, I think the coach of the Buccaneers, I don't know, he blames a bad performance in 2022 on Tom Brady having a divorce. Yeah, we don't believe that. Let's be honest. The only thing Tom Brady ever had a divorce from was football at the end of this season. That came first in his life. I'm sorry. Football was first. Cash Doll, She made her come back through being on BMF. I'm gonna be honest. What is she gonna do after season 3? I don't think she's gonna be involved that much anymore. I think that it's gonna move on to more Atlanta stuff. Because, like, how many seasons is BMF gonna last? You're already introducing a lot of rappers in the next season, season 3, right? How long is this gonna last, bro? Like, it's gonna start getting weak, just like Ghost did. Power got kind of weak at the end. I know some of you guys like Power Book 2. It's not as good as the original, though. Kodak Black is wanted. Let's get into this, man. They can't leave Kodak Black alone. He's going back to jail. I guess he violated his bail conditions by failing a drug test earlier this month. Now, he failed one last year, and they worked something out. According to new legal documents obtained by TMZ, judge signed off an arrest warrant for Kodak Black on Thursday. So apparently earlier this month he was supposed to come in for a test, right? He blew that off, came in a week later. Pissed dirty, right? So he screwed up twice in recent weeks. On February 3rd, February, the same age as the sample, but alleged it came back dirty. According to them, he was positive traces for fent? Whoa. Although unclear how much. The judge told authorities to go get him. If he's caught, there's an additional orders to hold him without bond until his next hearing in this Oxy case from last year, which he had prescription for because he got shot. Oh, gosh, man. He can't win. As long as you're on papers, right? You got to do what they say. It's crazy. Natalie Nunn wins boxing match. We already knew that. But Tommy thinks there's going to be a rematch. Sorry. First of all, I didn't know her last name was Lee. Tommy Lee. Is that her real name, or did she just take it from the drummer? I don't know. Or guitar. What is Tommy Lee? I can't remember. He got so famous for just being Tommy Lee, I forgot what he actually played, what instrument he played. Anyways, I think that's it. I saw something where, like, Dwayne Wade won an award. It's like, bro, you won an award because your son transitioned. That's weird. And then Gabrielle is making a big stance, like, we have to stand. It's like, I feel like I'm living in the Twilight Zone. I mean, let kids be kids. I have no problem with somebody being who they want to be. But, like, you got to let kids be kids up until a certain point. Figure out who they are, But it's his child. But I think the real mother, is upset about it. I don't know, man. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Appreciate you guys. Peace.